Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. I'm back with Beans, and it's time for Kitchen Table Talk. How you doing tonight, Beans?
Listen, blessed and highly favored. I'm sipping on Pastor Cavossier. Listen, I have a whole week of vacation next week, but
Wait,
I'm feeling
you
tonight.
say you got a whole week of vacation?
Whole week of vacation. I'll be in New York all next week. I'm chilling like a villain, honey.
Yeah, you going?
Hey,
That's nice. Enjoy. Good. I have a whole week of work next week,
ooh,
except for Thursday.
not work. A whole week of work.
A
Mm-mm.
whole week of work except for Thursday. I usually work Thanksgiving so other people could take off because I'm taking off for Christmas. So
Right. Gotcha. Gotcha.
I'm fair with my
Good.
team that way. I'm not drinking tonight. I have a good old fashioned water bottle. Um, Anyone in the chat that knows, I had plenty of fun this weekend with some tequila. So I'm gonna drink water tonight. I've
I
had my share for
cheeks.
the weekend.
I do not blame you.
Yes.
What
So
else is everybody drinking? Who's in the chat? What y'all
if you're in
drink?
the chat and you sipping on something, let us know. At least let me know because I don't have nothing. I like to know what you're sipping on. But we also are going to get started because I have a great show planned tonight. Beans is going to be surprised by a little bit of these topics. I want to get your opinion right off the cuff, as they would say. So let's get the congratulations on and out the way. Big Sean and Janae Aiko had their baby. It was a little baby boy. I believe the baby's name is Noah. Congratulations to them. I love them as a couple. I'm sure it's a beautiful baby. We can't see too much of the baby, but congratulations to them on the birth of their little boy.
Are you surprised she didn't have like a one of those at home births?
Their births.
I'm very surprised. Like she was in the hospital, like, don't do me. Drug me up. I'm very surprised, but congratulations. I'm
Hey
surprised.
Nisha. Hey Taisha. I'm surprised too. They're very
Earthy and
with
yeah.
the spirit, with the light moon stars. But you know what? Ain't nothing like a good old epidural. You could be
Ooh!
that pain that hits you.
Ah, it,
Epidural.
hitting.
I don't know if she had an epidural or not. I'm just talking mess. But also, congratulations to Shamia.
Nice.
They reported this week that her baby will be due in 2023 and she has a surrogate. So congratulations to
Eh,
them.
beautiful.
Okay, is the red let me take it down and look. Okay, where we gonna start? Okay, we still gotta say goodbye to Legendary. Did you watch Legendary on HBO Max?
I did not. What kind of show was it? I did not.
It is ballroom in the LGBT community where they
Okay.
do voguing and all. Don't get me to saying the words incorrectly. I am not an expert, but definitely a fan of ballroom. And it was a ballroom competition show, and I loved it. And I'm sad to see it go. So
Do you think it deserved a second season? Was
they were on their third season, so I believe they deserved a fourth. Yeah.
Oh, okay. If you're on the third season, just give them a fourth. Oh, I'm sorry that it got canceled. Sorry, Legendary.
Yes, but maybe they can come back on another platform in another way. I don't know. Candy and the Gang also got canceled. She will not get a season two. How do you feel about it? Then I'll tell you how I feel about it.
Before I say how I feel about it, I love me some Candy, but judging by the couple of episodes that I did see, I agree with the network's decision not to renew it for another season. It just wasn't giving like that.
Not the couple of episodes.
Yeah, like I saw a couple. I'm like, okay, I'd rather watch my toenails dry. I mean, but I love
Hey,
you, Candy, but and what really wasn't it for me. I don't like watching unprofessional businesses. If I spend my money to go eat somewhere, I want to make sure you treat me like a customer, a queen, everything that I need to be spending my dollars. I kind of felt like Candy didn't have a great grasp over her employees. So yeah, I wasn't interested in the show. I'm sorry.
Candy and Tony weren't even there, and you can tell they aren't running those restaurants on a day-to-day
No,
basis.
they're
And
not.
you can also tell that is not how the what was seen on the show is not actually how they run those restaurants. They
I
were
would.
turning up for the cameras.
I would
Um,
hope. Uh,
for this show to be successful, Candy needs Aunt Bertha, Aunt Nora, and Mama Joyce on our screen at least 60% of the time.
Yeah, we need
That's
entertainment
what
and Iron Fist.
I
Yes.
tune in for Aunt Bertha. I don't care who she's reading. Sometimes Aunt Bertha isn't even reading on purpose. She's just talking like an old lady. And
Listen,
I love it. I don't care about these young people who they sleeping with and who they
yeah,
fighting in the back of the kitchen. No. Candy, you need your aunties and your mama for the show to be a hit. And
right.
you can tell they want to do a little cameo maybe 10% of the time, but they not here for it. So I'm sorry.
I would have to agree, Cheeks. I would have to agree.
She either needs, I'm sorry, I'm putting my phone on do not disturb. That's why I'm not looking right now. Okay, I'm done. Um, she either has to turn the mess all the way up like that pink teacup show or put the old people on there. The
I agree we need more entertainment because what the Candy and the gang was giving, it just wasn't entertaining. I
It
don't like
was not. So since we're mentioning Candy, let's jump right to Xscape. I know you've seen all of the Xscape drama that went down this week. It all started with this picture at the Soul Train Awards. I'm going to talk about the Soul Train Awards in a separate video. That's too much. But let's just discuss this picture. You saw Latasha showed up in a green dress. There's beef in the group. Candy and Latasha have unfollowed each other. Latasha is all over Instagram singing gospel songs. Mind you, she's singing down. She's singing down. But Latasha says we all know it's a beef between her husband and a promoter. We don't know who started it, but I'm sure we'll see that on the upcoming reality show who started the beef. But Latasha's mad the group decided to stick with the promoter and not side with herself and her husband. How do you feel about the Xscape drama? And then I'm going to break it down a little bit more because I was actually at the concert.
Well, I didn't know where the beef came from. That is the fact that Latasha was upset that the girls didn't side with her. But at the end of the day, I'm a Cancer. That's my heart. That's my astrological sign, and I'm someone who is very loyal. So I can see myself being in the situation. I'm gonna stick with my girls. Like I don't like. At the end of the day, my girls are my girls. We came up in this entertainment shit together. If anything, Latasha, did you have a conversation with these girls, or did you just
They
expect?
had a conversation. The promoter and her husband got into some kind of fight. They didn't say if it was physical or verbal. I want to say it was verbal, but at the end of the fight, the promoter was like, I will kill you. Now, when people are fighting, you always like, man, I'll kill you. That ain't necessarily meaning he going to his house plotting the case to murder you.
But in this day and age where you can go on vacation and not come back home less than 24 hours later, I don't play with threats like that. So yeah, you can make it fly out your mouth like it's like nothing, but yeah, you can't play like that in this day and age. So
And you also have to learn how to separate business from personal. The fight that your husband and the promoter got into, we're not messing up our coins. Now, mind you, Candy and Tiny really don't need the coins, but it's obvious they really enjoy the group and they want to still perform as a group.
Absolutely.
So you can't ask people.
I will not let my husband's situation get in between me and my sisters, and that's what it is. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You see how Candy called her out though? Because Latasha was like, I didn't know what they were wearing. I didn't know nothing that was going on. And Candy said, what you will not do is spin this narrative that you did not know what was going on. You separated yourself, sis. Candy read this week.
She tired of people lying. She responded on Instagram. She said she's tired of people lying on her, and that's why she's constantly clapping back at people when she usually would say nothing.
Bro, sis, then tell it, sis. Jump on an Instagram live. Like, tell your side of the story. What I see right now is someone who's being disloyal off the back of her husband, and I don't do that. If I'm for you, I fucks with you. I fucks with you.
She's not the first, the second, or the third where these people need to stop having their husbands be their managers.
Right? No, that doesn't work out. Ask Wendy Williams how that worked out for her. Having
you ask a whole bunch of people. Ask Monique,
manager. No, you separate the two. No,
you can ask a lot of people. Taisha, no one else has spoken out. The sister has not spoken out. Tiny usually doesn't get involved in the mess.
Tiny doesn't get involved in the mess.
So a little side note, I want to just point this out. Lamisha is being real shady. They need Tasha because they can't sing. I'm
What?
assuming they can't sing.
No, Lamisha, usually I would agree with you, but then Candy released this little viral tape of them rehearsing, and Candy was the lead. And usually I'm not a fan of Candy's voice, but Candy was holding it down. It's either was it Candy singing or Latasha's sister
It
singing.
was Tamika singing Latasha's part. Now Candy
Okay.
got to sing her part. Candy got her notes.
I,
Candy's good. Tiny has her notes.
I,
I'm going to speak on this because I was at the concert.
okay, speak on it. Speak
And
on
I
it.
said this in another video. The group without Tasha is like riding in an Uber that will bring you to the neighborhood but not drop you off at the house. So Tamika got us close to the house, but we still had to get out and walk home. Tasha has a voice. Her range is higher than her sister's. Tamika could not hit all those notes that Tasha could hit. So some notes she just let go. And then some notes, when she did hit them, you could tell it was a strain on her voice. I don't know how much longer, like if they're doing weeks and weeks of concerts, by the end of this concert, Tamika not gonna be able to hit those notes because they aren't in her range. So Xscape to me, my best friend Lamisha is shadier than me, but Xscape to me did a good job. But they need Tasha. It's a 4-person group. Even though everyone in the group can sing, nobody can sing Tasha's parts. I don't care. I don't care.
I have the opposite opinion because when I saw that snippet of them rehearsing, like I heard them rehearsing and it was just like I was listening to them on an album. So to me, I'm like, I'm not sure how necessary Latasha was because the girl sounded just as great when Candy was singing the lead or when Latasha's little sister was singing the lead. I will have to preface this by saying I'm not a huge Xscape fan and I don't know their body of work like that. But from the little bit that I heard, I'm like, they were good without her.
I'm gonna leave what my best friend said right there.
The way the voices harmonized, I don't know. But from what I heard, Latasha can go somewhere.
No, she can't.
I
Trust me.
get the concert to kind of hear it because I was hearing the kind of filtered Insta. But yeah, let me show you. You're absolutely right. I don't know them like that. They're not like SWV, where I love SWV and I can tell you the voices, the pitches, and what's what. So yeah, let me show. Yeah, you're right. Let me shut up. I need to hear
I'm
it.
gonna release some clips on Instagram because I recorded a couple. By the time we got to Xscape, I was good and gone, good and lit.
Wait, hold on. I was going on that. I was good.
But I gave them an A. I gave them an A because I love Xscape. But they would have got an A+ with Latasha. Tamika.
That's the same thing. I gave them the A. From what I heard from Instagram, I was like, oh no, they holding it down. And I have to say, this is gonna be my last note on this. You see the same thing with SWV. You see the same thing with Xscape. Like with SWV, Coco felt like she was the star because she had the strongest voice, she had the strongest range. So in Coco's head, she was like, if I go solo, I'm going to be this big superstar. Coco went solo and absolutely nobody cared. What these female groups need to understand, and Latasha, you're included, when it comes to an Xscape, when it comes to an SWV, we don't want the strongest voice leading. We fell in love with the harmony. We fell in love with the group. So, I mean, Latasha, you can go do your own thing. And Coco went and did her own thing. But at the end of the day, there are certain groups we want to see them together because it's the collective that means more to us than the individual. I guarantee if Latasha goes single, it's not going to go anywhere.
Oh, they're not going single. No, they too old, and that's no disrespect for my age. They're too old to go single as a pop or R&B star. It's not off right now.
I don't care, and I will not be buying that a Latasha album. I just don't care.
One last note on SWV: Xscape can do a concert without Latasha. SWV can go nowhere without Coco. Neither one of those ladies can sing that lead.
Yeah, I understand. I 100% agree with you. And let me try. I agree with you as well. Coco is the star framed within SWV. Coco is not a star standalone. She's just not.
We need a couple of gospel hits.
WV, not by herself, because nobody cares about Coco by herself. And I love Coco, but I don't care about her.
That was their outfit from the concert. I just wanted to show that they looked amazing.
Oh,
Yeah,
Candy always giving thighs. Oh, Candy. If I went the other way, girl, bye. But yeah,
they
girl.
all had body. I'm gonna say I don't know what Tiny did, but Tiny fixed her ass. Tiny looked good, and the sister, her ass always looked too big to me.
Okay.
But when she turned around, the back of this outfit is a thong. The back of this outfit is a thong, and that ass was sitting right. I said, "Girl, you got a good one."
That ass looking a thong. If it was sitting right, it was
sitting right. So I'm not gonna say nothing about her ass being too big anymore. Nope. It looked good. She looked good. So Xscape came out with the outfits. They looked good last night. Since we're talking about Xscape, let's get into Peter Thomas.
Oh God.
Peter Thomas says he don't fuck with Xscape. And the title of, I'm trying not to curse as much, but I can't help it sometimes.
You can curse.
The title of, now Misha gonna say she had dimples in her ass. How you see?
Don't do that. I'm gonna call Misha after this live. Don't do that. Like,
how could she see? Now, we have now, girl, they had us in the fourth row.
No, we all got a dimple or two. Like, hold on. Like, don't do that, Lamisha.
Now, I do wear glasses and she don't, but I ain't see it look good, dimples and all. But anyway, we gonna get off of that. We got to get off of that. Peter said he don't fuck with Xscape. I feel like Peter just wants to be seen right now because he's on Real Housewives of Potomac tonight, and I'm gonna read him in the space. That's why I want you to come over to the space tonight. But it's like, Peter, why nobody asked you if you fucked with Xscape? I guess somebody did ask him. He was in an interview, but you could have just said no comment.
But was Xscape supposed to fuck with him? Like, who is Peter?
Right, who is Peter Thomas to Xscape?
What is Peter in this entertainment world, in this space, in this universe? Like, the only reason we fuck with you, Peter, is because Nene read your ass and told you to stay out of women's business.
I think Peter just wants clickbait. So let's click on by. Now that I thought about it, we giving him too much attention. We're gonna give you the attention you want tonight on the Twitter space.
Then
up next, tonight is the AMAs, and I would have watched because I wanted to see Chris Brown perform. But 2 days ago, they told him, it's all right, Chris, you can stay at home. They canceled his performance from the AMAs. I'm really pissed off about this. Do you think they're really trying to cancel Chris Brown? Why won't they give him a second chance?
If they were trying to cancel Chris Brown, it would have been back when him and Rihanna got into it. It's been years later.
But why won't these award shows give him a second chance?
Several albums later, Chris Brown is still one of the top forces. I just, and like you, I don't understand, because if they had an agreement that Chris Brown was supposed to show up at the AMAs and give this, performance, like, I mean, why did you even sign the contract with him anyway, or initially, or, even propose that he would perform? Did they, Cheeks, did they give a reason why the AMAs cancel it? It can't be canceling.
He said it was for an unknown reason. They didn't give him a reason. They just told him you can stay at home because he has been rehearsing. He had a whole 8-minute performance. You saw it on Instagram. He was going to do his new song. What is it called? Under the Influence, that new slow song that I love. And then he had like a tribute to Michael Jackson. They asked him to do a Michael Jackson tribute, and he had a whole 7-minute Michael Jackson tribute, and it looked amazing. Amazing. We know Chris Brown is a great performer. But they said no.
I cannot imagine anyone else who can do a Michael Jackson tribute justice like Chris Brown. I need to hear from the AMAs. What exactly was your reasoning? And please do not say domestic violence. This was 10, 15 years ago. Both parties have moved on. Like, what is
Both parties have moved on. They have forgiven each other. I don't understand why they won't let this man come on these award shows and give us the performance we're looking for.
It's bullshit, and it's egg on their face, because a lot of people like you, me, we maybe would have watched with Chris Brown performing. Now, child, please, you can put Taylor Swift as your moniker, child, and let me see how that goes.
I wasn't watching, period. I was record it and fast.
If Chris Brown on there, I would have watched, but I haven't watched the AMAs in years. I think I was like 11 and I was watching the AMAs and I'm like, the way they were voting and the people who were winning, I could see the racism at like 10 or 11 years old and I stopped watching. Like I would have kind of watched this time around, but child, okay, babe.
I would have fast forwarded to his performance, but I wasn't watching anyway.
Oh, no, I'm not watching Taylor Swift.
So we all heard a few weeks ago, Nicki was beefing with all the young rap girls about her song being pop or rap, whatever the beef was. All for Nicki to not be nominated at all. Now, hey, Tamiko, I am a Nicki fan. I'm not a Barb. I'm not on that level of craziness, but I'm a Nicki fan. And I agree with Eva Marcel. Nicki should have been had a Grammy anyway. But she deserved a nomination, I think. What do you think?
I again, I am not a Barb. I am a Nicki fan, an early Nicki fan. Pills and potions, like that part of her. Like, you know, when you just get into the rap game, you're hungry, so you have your best line of work. I did love old Nicki. New Nicki, I haven't listened to New Nicki album. I'm in my 40s now. I just don't care. Plus, Nicki is not really a girl's girl. That's not really the persona that she gives. She gives a very unlikable image as of the past few years. So I will say she should have been nominated to me a lot earlier. I don't know her body of work now, so I can care less. I don't know, but I definitely agree. When it comes to the Grammys, she should have been up at some point in her career. At some point,
I think she has been nominated before, but don't get me to lying because I don't remember the statistics. But she just wasn't nominated this year.
This year, I can't speak to this year. I haven't listened to Nicki's music in a couple of years. I think what was her last single or album, the Chun Li? That was the last time I was listening.
I love that song. Chun Li is still my ringtone.
Yeah, that was the last one. I was like, oh, Nicki, bitch. Oh yeah. After that,
it's more singles than albums. I will give you that. I will give you that. Okay, let's move on because we do have a lot to talk about. Kelly Rowland had an interview this past week. I can't remember the white man's name, but it was a white
Rosenberg.
Okay, that's his name.
Like Rosenberg.
Okay, that's his name. I did not appreciate
white people get into black spaces and kind of dictate what is superior. But let me close my mouth before they cancel me and take the $2.50 I get every 2 weeks from work. But all right, I'm gonna let you go because this had me in my feelings.
Thank you. And this is Jordana. Welcome to the show, Jordana. She is the owner of the Black Twitter app. So the real Twitter
about to go down in flames. Listen, put in the description box where I can find you because Twitter's about to go down. I need somewhere else to go.
Yes, Jordana, put it in the comments where they can follow you on Twitter and where they can find the Black Twitter app. I did sign up, so go ahead and sign up. If Twitter ever goes down, we got our own app to cut up on over there.
Drop it in the description box. I'll leave Twitter today.
Yes. Okay, back to Kelly Rowland and the disrespect. Kelly Rowland was interviewed, and the man was comparing her to Beyonce, saying, "How did it feel to play second?" And you could look at Kelly's face because I actually looked at the interview, and she wanted to cuss his ass out. But Kelly is a class act, and she was like, "We both have light. Light attracts light. What do you mean Beyonce is the light of the group?" I don't like how, man, I wish Kelly wasn't a class act because I wanted her to put him in his place, but she did in a respectful way. And that's sometimes better than going out of character, is to respectfully check somebody. But I did not appreciate that. We all know who Beyonce is, but don't make someone feel small, like, oh, you was just a part of the group, but you ain't the Beyonce. I agree with Kelly. Everyone has their own light, and everyone's light shines in a different way. Kelly is beautiful. She's talented and equally talented as Beyonce. Some people say Kelly outsings Beyonce.
Listen, 100%. 100. All right, I'm stopping. I'm getting my feelings. All right,
let's not go too far before they put all these bumblebees on my YouTube comments.
I'm not trying to take it in. Let me keep it respectful.
I went a little bit too shady right there. Don't put all the bumblebees over here.
We trying to come up on this channel. Don't do it.
But
I'm gonna let you talk, and I'll come in.
Go ahead. What's your opinion on the interview?
It's getting old. It's getting old. Okay, Beyonce is Beyonce. She's a superstar. At the end of the day, Beyonce is Beyonce, and Kelly Rowland is Kelly Rowland.
It's Kelly Rowland.
When it comes to body of music, I fucks with Kelly harder than I fucks with Beyonce. Because Kelly has a grittiness about her. She can be gritty. She can get buck. She can be sexual in a way that Beyonce has to kind of ease into. But Kelly is just as successful as Beyonce. So for Kelly to be in this space, for people to keep comparing the two, bitch, we're both rich. We both have our separate careers. We're both light attracts light. We're both lighting this world and entertaining this world. That's the first part of it. The second part of it, I do not like Peter Rosenberg. And I'm gonna dislike him the same way I do not like the Kardashians. Don't come into this black space and dictate what is good enough. And I felt like Peter Rosenberg was doing that. You coming into our space and trying to designate who a fucking queen is. Kelly Rowland is a fucking queen, just like Beyonce is a queen. There are two queens existing in the same motherfucking space. And sir, I don't care how much Run DMC you listen to. I don't care how much Wu-Tang Clan you listen to. I don't care how black you think you are off the back of our black entertainers. It will never give you the authority to validate this black woman or invalidate this black woman in reference to being a performer side by side with Beyonce. Nigga, you fucking tried it, Peter Rosenberg. Don't do that.
I don't even know who that is, so we'll move on.
Don't do
this thing. I didn't know who that was.
Don't do it.
But they agree with you.
Don't do
Peter Rosenberg.
Don't do that. Go sit down somewhere.
Okay, so over to a messier topic. Nene Leakes' boyfriend, I'm not going to try to say his name, is now finally filing for a divorce from his estranged wife. I don't know why it took so long. Him and Nene been dating for over a year.
Maybe at least.
Wow. But he's finally filing a divorce, but they said, you can file for a divorce all you want to. I'm still, the wife is still suing Nene for stealing her man.
I'll let you go.
I really don't care. I just love Nene. If this man makes her happy, I'm happy for her. Please hurry up and get the divorce so we can stop talking about that. But it's just strange to me. It's very strange to me.
You know, with this situation, I think a lot of the times, the Nene Leakes of the world, you know, the women who think it's cute, you know, to talk to men who are still married, they feel like they can come into the situation and there are no repercussions. And yes, the wife is divorcing him, but do I agree with her still keeping the lawsuit on? Yes, because you people need to understand you have to do things the right way. Okay, you love a person, he's married. Take your time. Wait for the guy to get divorced. Just do things the right way. I kind of feel like Nene's ego is so big that she feels like she can come into a situation where the guy is married and she can get with him and there'll be no repercussions because she's Nene, bitch. Like, she's Real Housewives of Atlanta, bitch. No, there are ways you got to do things. And listen, girl, get your coins. Get your coins. Divorce him.
He filed for the divorce, not the wife. And yes, Dabu, this is the woman in North Carolina where that's a state where you can have that kind of lawsuit. And I just want to see, where this goes, because I've seen people file these type of lawsuits, but I've never seen the end of it where the wife or the husband gets money. So I want to see if
filed in a lawsuit like that. I think Fantasia got sued.
Fantasia got sued, but did she ever have to pay? Like, I never knew the end, like what happened at the end.
Jordana, you are not lying. Close your man to marry. Close your legs to marry me.
Right. She the one shouting it and also doing it. But you know, that's most people. They love to judge, but do the same thing themselves. I just wanted to talk about this because I got roasted over on Instagram this past week because it wasn't this actual site, but another website posted a picture of the Catch Me Outside girl. I don't know her name. And all I saw was the second one. And I thought that was a black woman, a light skinned black woman with some blonde weave in her hair.
Who is?
And so when they said that was the Catch Me Outside girl, I was like, oh, people love to look black, but they don't
Until
want
it
to be black. They don't have any respect for black people, but they want to look like us. And then everybody on Instagram was checking me like, oh, she Mexican, she from the hood, she can look like that. And I'm like, that's disrespect. Because who say all black people look Mexican and from the hood? I wasn't saying that. I just was saying she, to me, by the eyeballs, when I first saw the picture, I thought that was a black girl. And they called, the word for it is black fishing, where white women or non-black women, no matter what race they are, darken up their skin, put on extra bronzer because they want to look ethnic or mixed or whatever, more, what's the word the men like to say, they like a intriguing or whatever the word is.
Exotic. They want to be exotic.
They want to look more exotic, and they do it to make money. They do it for advertising, to get more followers, to get more, ads. And so I'm like, to me, it's fucked up and I don't like it. And I feel like y'all didn't have to drag me across Instagram for what I said. I said what I said. I thought it was a black woman. I don't care what race she actually is.
What you said. And just like all these other people are entitled to their opinion, Sheik, you are entitled to your opinions. It's the same thing. It's cool to write off of Black Girl Magic. It's cool, like the skin, the hair, the way we can like dip it and do it. It's so cute to be us until it really is us. Until we get pulled over. Until applying for the same job that Becky applied for. You and Becky get the job, but Becky makes a good $15,000 over you because Becky has the white chromosomes that you don't have. It's so cute being black because of our magic, but the realities of being a black woman in America, the hardships of being a black woman in America, the hardships of raising children in America as a black woman, y'all don't want all of that. Y'all just want.
They just want the look.
They just
As
want.
you can see, she plumped up her lips. She got really thin lips. She got on extra bronzer.
Left, white trash, black, upper echelon. Like, oh, we see what you're doing because you look like you are straight from the trailer park on the left side. Okay.
Yes, Misha, that's what they were dragging me for on Instagram. They said because she's Mexican, she's allowed to blackfish. I don't know. I think they were trying to say the problem with the Instagram people is all I said is she looks black. And they took it to, well, she's Mexican and from the hood, so she's allowed to look like that. Why are you trying to say, I said black, I didn't say nothing about the hood.
Black. Being Mexican and from the hood is not the same thing as being
right. Black. So I'm like, what does that's apples and oranges? Because I didn't say, oh, she looks hood. I said she looks black. And that's the problem with society as itself, is saying all black people are hood.
Mexican and black are not the same thing. And Mexican and hood are not. And black and fucking hood is not the same thing. So please make me understand how I'm supposed to relate to her looking like that because she has some Mexican in her. Ask any Mexican walking up the street and these Mexicans will tell you we are not black. So what are you people talking about on Instagram?
Zaki said he still see a white girl. I can see it now that I know who it is, but before all I saw was the one picture.
In the black woman, Zaki.
And I don't like the black fishing. And I agree with Charles. Next. Charles said next. Let's get into this story about Just Hilarious because I actually listened to this interview and I was shocked. Just Hilarious was telling a story about a time an entertainer, a famous male entertainer, wanted to fly her out and pay her money, to have sex with him. And the story went crazy because Just was like, he thought he wanted to pay her because he thought she was a transgender woman, and he wanted to be, in the butts. I'm trying not to go too graphic. I do one day want to be monetized. So,
Someday.
number one, I was like, Jess does not look like I mean, I guess some of these transgender women look way better than natural women. I don't know. I don't want to say Charles will check me if I say something wrong. But she doesn't look transgender to me. I would have never been like, oh, Jess is dressing up like a woman. And then she won't say the name, but I'm like, why would you say something like that? Aren't you scared someone might expose who you are? But then they say it's common in Hollywood.
Oh, geez. I want to say this in a way where I don't get dragged, but I'm going to be honest. Jess Hilarious is a beautiful woman. She is absolutely.
See, there go Misha being shady. It's always somebody.
All right, Lamisha, can I talk? Can you let me talk? Lamisha, can you let me talk? Jess Hilarious is a beautiful woman. However, she does have strong features. So I can see where, the assumption may be made, especially during this time, because you just don't know. However, she's beautiful, but I can see how her strong features would lead someone down to a line of questioning. I'm going to stop here.
But wouldn't you ask someone that first before you make the proposition?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm not sure. I think you are. I think you're not. Like, that's a conversation.
Yeah, ask that first before you make the proposition to fly them out for sex.
Yeah.
Now, Emmy's in the comments saying that Just Hilarious has been against gay men and trans women and has deep-seated issues. I don't remember her saying anything in the past, but it could just be because I don't follow her that closely. I only hear her say her jokes on Instagram and stuff. So I didn't know she had issues with the community. She's not saying this to be shady in a way. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure why she has issues, because I can see her being on the other side of that kind of bigotry. But let me shut up and drink my Cavassier.
I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe she's saying something. I don't know if she's being shady. I didn't know she had those kind of deep-seated issues. But I agree. Why would she tell everybody she was down? Because she was down for the exchange until she told them she wasn't trans.
That's not a story I would tell anyone. Cheeks, I promise you I wouldn't tell you this story on this channel.
I would never tell that. That would be something I just took to me. But people nowadays will tell anything for extra clicks.
Right.
Extra views. Mm-hmm. M said she got dragged a few years back for a homophobic comment and refused to apologize.
Yeah, I used to follow her, and I stopped following her because she's so mean and she doesn't take accountability. Like, there was one time she was going on a plane and she saw someone who was from Saudi Arabia, and like, oh my God, he's gonna crash the plane. And I'm like, for you to be to have some kind of celebrity, and for you to say shit like that and double
watch what you say. Yes.
Back her, she was doubling down on it. I'm like, I can't do this.
Real quick, I don't know if it was a son or a daughter, but their dad turned 100 years old and they got him a stripper for his birthday. And the conservative police were up in arms about, why would you do that? He gonna have a heart attack. If that man lived to be 100, the blessing that is, if all he wants is ass and breast in his face, give it to him.
And some ass and breast in his face.
Give it to him. He deserves, right. Let this man live. He's 100. You could tell he's having the time of his life. I wish y'all would leave people alone and let them live. If the son or the daughter wasn't that concerned about the daddy having a heart attack, Let that man
Let
live.
100 years old. Do you know how many people you done beat out at 100? Do you know how many kids, how many friends you done buried? Let that man get some boobies in his face and leave him alone. See, you conservatives, you see, this is the problem with you conservatives. You out here getting all kinds of things shoved up your asses. You up here doing all kinds of shady shit, getting bitches pregnant, paying for their abortions. You cannot let this man live. Let this man live and stop trying to be holier than thou when we know you are not holier than thou. Y'all get down, but y'all are hypocrites. Let that man get down with the strippers.
He said that's a good way to go out.
Ooh, child, I will gracefully. Ooh, that's gonna be a mean at 95. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Right. People get on my nerve. Now, I know you just finished watching Love is Blind season 3, right?
Huh?
Love is Blind season 3. You just finished
I
watching.
just wrapped it today. Union and reunion and everything.
Okay. Have you seen the drama?
I've seen a couple. I see the SK drama and the Cole drama. You gotta like clear out the Cole drama because I'm trying to figure out what that.
I don't know what's going on with Cole. I don't really care what's going on with Cole. But SK and Raven were my favorite couple by the end of it.
Behind her.
Huh?
That's not SK behind Raven, is that?
Yes, that is SK.
Joe didn't look that good on the show. Just saying.
Lighting. But this show ain't Raven in these pictures right here. Now Raven is light, but she ain't white. So the drama is SK the whole time has been dating this white woman from before the show, during the show, all the way to right now. And I guess he must have just made her mad because she finally exposed it. She got time, date, stamps, and everything.
I saw the stamps. I saw the stamps.
This is why you can't. This is why they say men ain't shit. Now, I'm one of the women. I don't want to be like men ain't shit, because it's some good men in there. But this why I see why women be like men ain't shit, because you just don't know who to trust. SK, I thought you was one of the good ones.
You did? I never thought SK was one of the good ones.
I thought SK was one of the good ones.
Never. I am Haitian.
Oh, wait, I went too far.
I am Haitian, and Haitian men and African men have the same kind of, they move the same kind of way. So the first episode that I saw them, I said, Raven, you picked wrong. Like you picked wrong. He is not it. So when it came to the end of the season, it was even before I got to the end of the season, and we saw that SK had some big booty white girlfriend. I said, I was not surprised. Listen, African men, Haitian men, they move a kind of way. And I'm sorry, sis, if you drag me, but I'm Haitian. I know African men and Haitian men move a certain kind of way. Never trusted SK, and I knew he was going to play her. Knew it.
I want to say this about the show Love is Blind, and then I don't want to drag it too far because I know a lot of people here haven't seen Love is Blind. This is what people mean when they say we need men, not just black men, but men on the show that want to be with black women. Not necessarily black men, but whatever kind of race. Because we saw Bartice was on the show. As soon as the show wrapped, he on a yacht with a white woman. SK on the show. As soon as the show wrapped, he out on vacation with his white woman. If these men don't want to be with black women, stop bringing them on the show, hooking them up with black women.
Chicks, it's not even that. It's not even that. Because when you saw season 3, you saw a whole bunch of pretty black women in the lounge, unfucking picked. I'm like, why are these queens unfucking picked? They're not bringing on black men who will accommodate these black women.
They are bringing on men that want to be with black women.
Exactly. I see what y'all doing right there. You are bringing all these men, black, white, purple, whatever. These men want to fuck with white women. Can you make it an equal battlefield?
Right.
Where you attractive black men coming on to meet and marry black women. I don't like that. I think this is gonna be my last season because seeing all these cute black girls in the lounge.
Never love.
The blackest we got was fucking Raven. You got me fucked up. All these beautiful
black. We still have Lauren from season 1. We still have Lauren from season 1 who's doing good.
And she called the show out. I don't know if you saw that.
She did.
The show out.
She did.
Bullshit. I think it's my last season.
Now let's be funny real quick. Now we know this ain't true.
It ain't.
But somebody said they took a survey and they found out this is what everybody in 2050 is gonna look like, and it's all people looking like Nick Cannon with different wigs.
I'll be out. My kids will be out. My grandkids will be out. My grandkids will be out. Good, cause child, I do. Yeah, they didn't lie though. What lie did they tell? I think he's 15. Didn't he announce is his 15?
I don't know what number it is. We need to quit talking about Nick. We constantly talking about him, but I just found that was funny. And I agree, Dabu. It's black, dark skinned women, not the mixed women, not the Latin women, but black,
Oh,
dark skinned women. Yes, that was funny, but I'm gonna quit reporting about Nick Cannon. Now, real quick, we're gonna get into the part of the show where I ask you questions. You just tell me if you would do it or not. Frontier Airlines says they're gonna have an annual pass, domestic travel only, $5.99 per person. I guess you can go wherever you want to go in the United States. Would you jump on this?
no, I'm not trying to fight. I know getting on this fight, I'm gonna have to fight somebody, and I'm not a fighter. And I love my skin, and I'm not trying to fight. I'll pay more for an elevated experience, bitch. No.
Yeah, Frontier, what they equal to
No,
Spirit.
Frontier.
I thought Spirit was the one you had to fight on.
It's Frontier, Spirit, the low budget airlines. I'm not doing that. I travel for.
It's just me and Tamiko. Me and Tamiko gonna be out. We said we would do this $5.99.
I'm not trying to fight anybody.
Everybody saying hell no, but me and Tamiko.
Hell
Misha
to the
said
no.
she ain't trying to die. Now, me and Misha, because we were gonna go somewhere. I don't know where we were gonna go, and we were looking up flights, and she Googled it, and she found out Frontier and Spirit haven't had a plane fall out the sky. Everybody else has. But those two have not had a plane fall out the sky, but we scared.
I will take my chances with Delta. Shout out to silver medallion status.
Yes, we were gonna go to Vegas. We had like $100 flight, and she was like, "I ain't $100. I ain't getting on that Spirit." I was like, "Girl,
I pay my money. I'm not paying $600 to fly on there all year round. Child.
Okay." Question number 2. Diddy had some kind of day party, and you know the conservative police was all up and down Twitter. Someone captured TD Jakes at the day party, and they was like, "Why the pastor there? What the pastor doing there?"
Leave the pastor alone. Leave the pastor alone. He's friends with Diddy. Stop dictating what you think people should do with their lives. You better get it in, TD Jakes. And stop dictating what the man does with his life.
I agree. Let the man live. The pastor can the pastor have fun too?
Is he not human? Can he not have a sip of Courvoisier? Let the man live.
I agree. So we agree let the pastor live. Up next, have you ever been this drunk? They just released, I don't know how to play videos on my StreamYard yet, but the police just released a body cam footage where the CFO of the Tyson, the good old Tyson chicken wings that I'm about to eat some tonight, he was so drunk, he walked into a random person's house. Now, the lady did say she leave her front door unlocked. Who does that in 2022? But anyway, he walked into this random woman's house and was sleeping good in the bed. The police had to wake him up. They pulled the blanket off of him. He went and snatched the blanket back up. And then finally they had to, twist his wrist and be like, "You under arrest." Have you ever been this drunk?
I've been pretty drunk, but not walk up in someone's house and go to sleep drunk like Tyson CEO. I know you think you own the world, but you really don't own the world. That must have been so scary for that lady. You have money to go into a nice hotel, and I know your executive assistant was next to you. Don't do that.
I agree. This cannot be new behavior. This cannot be new behavior. And this has to be like some really rich community where you got to get through about 20 gates to get in, because who leaves their front door unlocked?
I know. I know. I do not leave ADT. No, I don't leave my front door unlocked.
Right, or have a ring or something like
something.
Have mercy, lady. That's scary. Let's see where we at. I'm trying to click through the slides. I'm gonna click through some of them because we've been having too much fun.
Oh my God.
Okay. You know I love to play this. We can't click through this. Now, we're not playing one have to go. We playing one has to stay. Now, look at Misha. Misha is doing the role of Charles tonight. She said you get free chicken for life.
Misha, girl, Misha. So one has to stay.
She said, okay, there go. I knew Charles wasn't far behind. She fumbled the bag. She should have blackmailed him for the coin.
I don't think Charles is wrong. Charles, I do not disagree. I'll just say that.
Oh, that's funny. I'm getting tears. Okay, one has to stay. You can either have soul food, Mexican food, seafood, or Chinese food. All the rest of them have to go. This is easy for me because I only like soul food. I don't eat Mexican food like that, and I hate Chinese food.
Oh, it's easy for me. I love me some seafood. I'm pescatarian. I love me a crab leg, a shrimp, an oyster, a scallop. Yeah, it's a seafood boy for me.
Emma's with you. She says she never given up her seafood. Soul food, and soul food.
Yeah, some soul food.
I do like some good seafood, but I'd rather have soul food over seafood if I had to pick. Up next, you can only choose one door. Which one? Number one is a soulmate. Number two is $70 million. Number three is a time machine. Now, for me, I'm going to pick door number two because I feel like with $70 million, I could find somebody that want to love me for $70 million. And then I don't need a time machine because if I had $70 million, I can fix all of my mistakes from the past with that. So, number two.
I've never been lucky at love, so the soulmate can go. Time machine, child. I'm happy being 44 years old and what life has taught me. It's $70 million for me, ho. Like,
I love what M said. She said with $70 million, she can have soulmate auditions.
Girl. Take off.
I hope you're a she. I can't remember. Please don't have me say your pronouns.
Okay. Girl, yeah.
She probably would have corrected us if we were wrong.
I'm sorry, it's number two. If I didn't use it.
Everybody with number two. Okay, that was an easy one.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, it's time for two to boot. Up first, because I have a lot, so let's go through them. Up first is Idris Elba and his wife. Damn it, is it Sabrina? Cancel Angie. Why are you canceling me?
He said,
"Oh, just kidding." Oh, I'm not trying to misgender anyone, but I feel like if I was wrong, they would correct me. But I'm giving this a toot because that cape is giving me life. So this is a toot. And of course, Idris is always a toot.
Idris definitely gives a toot. I'm going to give her a boot. It's giving me vampire. And I'm not seeing
Oh my God.
The cape.
This one is a pick. Oh, Charles was with you. You wasn't alone. I can't believe y'all said vampire.
You know me. You know Charles fucks with me. Like he fucks with me heavy.
Now this is Young Miami, and I don't know the white lady on the other side. Now what we're gonna do is toot and then say who wore it best. First, this is a boot for me because I don't like the concept of a pants dress because the pants is actually attached to the dress. It looks a mess. But if I'm gonna give it to somebody, Young Miami wins.
I'm going to give both of it a toot. I do not like it. It's giving me like horseman vibes. I don't like it. But I'm not going to give it to Miami. I'm going to give it to the other lady because it feels like the dress fits her body better. It's more proportionate.
Misha said neither. Everybody said the dress is ugly. So
when I tell you I do not disagree, LaMisha, I do not disagree.
Now I thought this was one of them jumpsuits. Okay, Charles says stop speeding through the slides. So I'm going to slow down. I hope y'all got Real Housewives of Potomac on record because we're going to have to catch up. So this is some kind of two-piece set. And this is Larsa Pippen, Aniko Hart, and Young Miami. I personally like it as the one-piece set. I don't like Aniko's skirts option in the middle. So again, I'm going to give this to Young Miami. And I'm going to give it a toot. I like the color combination.
It's a boot for me. I don't like the outfit. I don't like the colors. It's a boot. And I guess the girl in the middle, I don't know who she is. She wore it the best. Is that Aniko
Hart's wife, Aniko Hart?
Yeah, Aniko Hart wore it better, but I don't like the outfit. It's a toot for me. Oh no, boot, not toot, boot.
Yeah, I don't like the skirt, but I like the color combination of the outfit.
I don't like the pattern. It's not.
Okay, is this hot or is it not? This is from Hollywood Unlocked. This is the City Girls, JT and Carisha. I personally like the stage. It's a stage performance outfit. I like it, but it's gonna be a not for me because Carisha's middle stocking doesn't match the rest of her body. It's clear she's brown, light brown, and I don't like that. So it gets a knot. If her middle stocking matched, I would love this as a stage performance outfit.
It's a not for me. Just there's not enough material to form a complete outfit for me to actually judge. I don't like it on any of them. It's a not. No, not. Not today, see. Not today,
Not
next.
today. Okay, well, I actually like the orange and red color combination. Another I don't know who makes this Balenciaga. Some I don't know. Everybody has wore this
Is
body
it
stocking with the cutouts.
makes it? Angel Brinks?
This is Larsa Pippen, and this is I don't know this white lady over here. This is pretty much who wears it best. Now I'm tired of the body stockings, but this one is cute. I'm gonna give it to Larsa Pippen because the other white lady, you can see the ruching, which means she's not thick enough for it. So Larsa wins this one.
I saw this outfit. I saw this outfit because Larsa was out with Michael Jordan's son, who she knew when he was a baby, probably giving him candy. I saw the back of it where there was like you can see the thong. It's tacky for me. It's a no. It's a no. I don't like it. I don't like. And I'm the type of person. Please show less of your body so we can kind of have an image of what the beauty is under it. It's just tacky. It's disgusting to me. It's a no on both of them.
Misha said boot them both.
Nah, boot them. Yeah, Misha, girl, boot them both. I don't like it. It's just.
Charles said you shaking the shit out of that bob tonight.
Listen, they give me a lot to shake. They give me a lot to shake.
You
It's
like,
a boot.
well, here go one more. I think this is the last one. This Kevin Hart wife in her bodysuit dress, but at least hers is beige this time. I actually like hers. I like the back of hers.
You're going
to give her a toot.
This is a toot for me. This is a toot. It is very sexy. And this is what's different about the other bodysuit. Like it's a bodysuit and there's cutouts, but still there's enough covering where it's like, okay, you got
it's not all sheer. It has more cover than sheer.
You know, without like gross and having a thong in your face. To me, this is a toot. It's a toot.
Well, I think people over their bodysuits. Misha said she looked like the beige Power Ranger.
Oh, not the beige Power Ranger. Let me show. Which one was the beige Power Ranger, girl?
Well, she didn't say beige. She just said Power Ranger. I just added the color.
I like this one. I actually like it. Usually I wouldn't like it.
Okay, everyone said get a new stylist. Please, Hollywood, retire these sheer bodysuits. We done seen everybody in them 20 times.
What's the name? Is that Mugler? What's the name of that last bodysuit? Was it?
You said John Paul Gaultier.
Okay. All right. I thought it was like that Mugler Cardi B rapping about.
Now up next we have Rihanna with her ass out, and I love it because it's Rihanna and the ass looks good.
It's Rihanna. I love it. I love it. I wish I looked like that after my first child. It's a go for me. It's a toot. It's a toot.
Yes, it's a toot.
And she has just enough covered. It's a toot for me, Rihanna. And I like her hair. Toot,
but with a different bag. I think we're still on the last one.
Oh, I wish I could wear that.
That's super cute. Me, I love it. Like, I don't know, where do you wear that? Because you can't wear any panties.
Not wear it to any place we are going. This
I would not want to sit my bare self in, like, this is just a stand up and be cute outfit.
Yeah, she looks amazing though.
Yeah, Rihanna looks amazing. The hair and the glam, everything. I love it.
Yeah.
Toots. Lamisha don't like it. Okay. Who's next?
I mean, tough this.
We're back to Idris Elba's. It's Idris Elba's wife, Sabrina. I don't like this. This looks like a jumpsuit that should have had a nice blouse underneath, so she could have wore a bra and lifted those ladies up because the ladies are not lifted. So this is a boot, and I don't like that piece of bang on her forehead. Like, we either gonna do a whole bang or no bang, but not a piece of bang.
The whole
So
outfit
this
is a
is the
boot.
boot.
I agree. It's a boot, and the hairstyle is a boot. Like, girl, you didn't spend money on a stylist for this. This is a no from me. It looks like a ruler. Like, it's like straight down. It does nothing to her curves.
Y'all really don't like Idris Elba's wife. Everybody is booting her all night.
That's
I think
beautiful,
this
but this,
would look cute with a nice blouse. Like, if she would have had a real bad silk,
yeah.
that would have looked cute. And maybe not wear it to a formal event, but like wear it just to dinner.
Uh,
Okay, but
awkward and dumb. Sorry, girl.
sorry. Up next, we have the is my picture covering up Chanel over here. But these are the Housewives of Dubai. Steve Harvey has some kind of celebration in Dubai. And so, of course, his wife was there and Nene Leakes was there. So we're just gonna critique the women to their boots. Lisa Milan, I love that dress. I love the large and small sequins. So she gets a toot. I feel like Steve Harvey's wife, Marjorie, I want to like it, but I don't like the fur at the bottom. So that's a boot. Chanel, I want to love her dress, but it's something about it I don't like. I don't think I like the lace and the volume. So that's a boot. And Nene kept it simple. So you can't go wrong with simple. So Nene gets a toot. So that's toot, boot, boot, toot.
Lisa gets a toot from me. That dress is fitting her in all the right places. Marjorie, get the fuck out my face. That's a boot. Usually I'm with Chanel Ayan. I love her fashions, but this looks like a wedding prom dress she got from Rainbows. I'm not understanding this. So it's gonna be a boot for me. Nene, the fact that she kept it simple and she let the dress hug her amazing curves, it's a toot for me. That's where I'm going with it.
Yes. Nene
But
is the
Martha
boot,
Harding
everyone
also
else is the boot. But
high.
what is the cast of Real Housewives of H? That's probably supposed to be Beverly Hills. Is that supposed to be Beverly Hills?
Should be
Because
better.
they live in Beverly Hills.
Their photos not on here, right?
Huh?
You said the Real Housewives of H, Beverly Hills, but
No,
they're
the person is asking, is Steve Harvey's wife joining the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills?
no, she can't because she doesn't live in Beverly Hills. They live in Atlanta.
They live in Atlanta?
Yeah. Steve Harvey bought Tyler Perry's old house, so she wouldn't be in Beverly Hills.
Oh, I can't imagine Steve Harvey and Lori Harvey running around Atlanta. Like, Atlanta is Black Hollywood. Steve Harvey is Hollywood, Hollywood.
Yeah, they live here. I'm trying to. I couldn't see her as being a good fit in Beverly Hills simply because she doesn't really have a tie to Beverly Hills. She didn't act. She didn't grow up in Beverly Hills. She just married well for $1 million.
Oh, that
Atlanta.
means is she joining any housewife franchise? I don't know. I don't know her personality.
Would you want to see her on a franchise? Like, are you interested
Not
in her?
necessarily. This is gonna sound bad, and I don't mean for it to sound
It's
bad,
bad, Angie.
but this lady is closer to my mother's age. Like, isn't she around 60?
She's 58 years old.
Yeah, and I know Karen is around that age, and it might be time for Karen to go too. But once you hit 60, I ain't trying to see you be messy on these housewife shows. You need to just stay at home. You don't need the money. Enjoy your grandkids. I don't think she needs it.
I think Karen started on the Potomac a little bit earlier, so we can see the Grand Dame going as long as she wants to go. But Marjorie Harvey, there's just I don't know. There's something about her I just don't like. There's just an element that's
Right. And a lot of people don't like her.
a
I
lot of
like her fashions, but a lot of people don't like her.
not have the fan base to keep her going. I don't care for her. I don't care for
I
her.
agree. Up next is Keke Palmer looking beautiful and
Oh!
burgundy. Like, Keke, the first picture, the glam is everything. It's tens across the boards. But when I look at the whole dress, the bottom from the peplum down, I hate. It's like two dresses, they don't go together. Like, that dress should have been straight to the floor with a train, not a trump. Like, it's too much design in the dress. So damn it, Keke, I don't want to give you a boot. I'm booting the dress. I'm booting the dress, and I'm tooting the glam. That's what I'm gonna do.
Can we do a 50-50? Because I feel like the first photo on the left, if you cut it off right then and there,
Mm-hmm.
right there. But you're right. When you see the whole shot and that thing that's coming out of her waist, it's like, I'm gonna give the left a toot. I'm gonna give the right, the whole thing, a boot. Cause like there was no.
Or maybe she is pregnant because why has she got this peplum over her stomach?
I didn't have a word for it. Peplum over the stomach.
Because those things are called peplums. Maybe she is pregnant because this dress would have been bad without that peplum. It would have went straight and showed all her curves.
The color, her makeup, her hairstyle, it would have been a 10 out of 10.
Yes. So show the bump, Kiki, if you got one, because the dress is ugly. Just show the bump.
Nose.
Just show the bump. I had a picture of Kiki turned sideways in the dress she wore last week on Tudor Boot, and she does look pregnant. So,
oh my gosh.
Congratulations, girl.
So exciting, girl.
Up next is Ashanti. I don't know where Ashanti is, but it's a beautiful black dress, and I love the glam. In the picture where she has the flash on, you can actually see her makeup. It's beautiful. I like it. Ashanti gets a toot.
Ashanti definitely gets a toot, 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 toot. It looks amazing, and I love the way the waist like really hugs that.
It's snatched. Yes. Yes, people are saying that she's pregnant, but we don't know. She hasn't confirmed anything. Toot Ashanti, yes, very beautiful.
9 times out of 10, Ashanti gets it right. I love it.
Now, this is what I put on Twitter this past week. Rihanna is starting, because Rihanna is a trendsetter. So, ladies, are we rocking this? Are we rocking the sew-in in the back and the braids in the front? For me, it's a boot. I'm not doing that. It just looked like she didn't have time to take out all her braids.
It looks unkempt. It looks unclean. It looks like you didn't have time to finish the back of your damn head. It's a boot for me.
Misha forgot to boot Ashanti.
Oh, Misha.
I agree, Em. She's just doing anything. Like,
I gotta be in an
maybe braids would be cheaper. If we only get a little bit on the top, we ain't got to pay that whole price to get them done all the way in the back.
Right. No, I love you, Riri. I love you. I'm part of the baby, Riri, but it ain't it.
It's a no for everyone. Okay. So, Rihanna, try again. We know you're a trendsetter, but we're not following this.
It's not a lie.
Now, this ain't really nothing to Tudor Boot, but I just think he fine. And we're about to talk about the GQ party, and he needed to be at the GQ party. So just because I think he's fine from the Black Panther, he gets a toot. I just want to show the picture.
Winston gets the toot from me, child. I don't care what you got going on. It's a toot from the chocolatey skin, them thighs. It's a toot.
Yes, I agree. Because I really don't like the furry, whatever he got on, but I just want to show the picture.
Wakanda Forever? I didn't see it. Did you see it?
What?
Wakanda Forever.
Oh, yes, I saw that.
Oh, I want to see
it. It's really good. Take the boys. They'll love it.
Yeah. Hey. Sorry.
Yes, everyone has some appreciation.
Oh, he's fine.
Yes. Yes. Is he English? I don't know.
English. Mm-hmm.
Okay, this past weekend they had the GQ Man of the Year party. I pulled a couple of pics. We're gonna run through these and then we're done. Up first, not that they're the most important, just the first picture I pulled off Instagram. Travis Barker and Khloe. Damn it, that ain't Khloe. Who is that? Kourtney Kardashian. I'm going to give them a toot because I like the rock and roll edge that they have, and I really like Kourtney's outfit. So they get a toot for me.
It's giving me boot. It's just boring. Like there's nothing. Boring. Boot, guys.
They did rock and roll.
Hmm?
Okay, you said.
It's just boring. It's like blah. Blase.
Look at Misha. Misha is not going to miss an opportunity to throw some shade. She said, why did I lie to Beans about Wakanda Forever? I did not lie. It is a good movie. It's not as good as the first. It's not as good as the first. And it's too damn long. I did fall asleep for 30 minutes.
It's never as good as the first.
But the kids will love it. Up next, he's supposed to be the man of the year, Pusha T. I enjoyed some Pusha T records. I didn't know he was going to be man of the year. But I think he looks nice. Now, I just showed that to show the Man of the Year award, but this is, I think this is, no, that ain't, that's the only picture I got of his suit. So, what you think? I'm giving Pusha T a toot. I think he looks good. And I actually like the gentleman next to him in the black turtleneck and the purple
That's
velvet.
not next to him. That's not Beats.
Who? That ain't Swiss Beats.
That's not okay. All right, my eyes are failing.
Both gentlemen gets a toot. I like it.
I'm gonna give them both a toot. This is nice, simple, classy, and sexy. They both get toots from me, and I like the purple. Purple is one of my favorite colors, and the velvet. Both get a toot from me.
They both get it too. Now, I know we tired of the body stocking look, but up next, Chloe Bailey has on this body stocking that I am in love with. Like, I think the pattern, the body, I think it's an amazing look. Chloe gets a two for me. I love this. If I could squeeze myself in it and get some curves, I would wear it too.
Usually it would be a boot for me, but Chloe's body looks so freaking fantastic in it. She looks like perfection. It's a toot for me. Like, girl, you better get it, girl. Ay, you better get it. She
M
looks
said it looked Fashion Nova, child.
amazing.
I don't care where she got it from, M. It looked good. It looks good.
Fashion Nova or not, I wish, child. Woo, I'm praying to look like that. Woo.
Now, after this body stocking, retire him. This will be the last one. But go ahead and retire him after this. But who's next? Up next is Tinashe and Ashley Graham. Tinashe, at least if you're gonna have no shirt underneath but in the blazers, your whole stomach ain't gotta be open. So that's a boot. That's a boot. And Ashley, wrong event. That's a boot too. I don't like neither one of those. Two boots.
Gotta agree with you. Double boot. Next. There's nothing redeeming about any of these hideous outfits. No. Mm-mm. Boot, boot.
Yeah,
boot,
it probably would look cuter. Everyone is booting both. So who's next?
Boots.
Moneybag Yo. I think he looks very nice in his suit. I don't like the hair, but the suit it fits and he looks nice. So I'm giving him a toot.
I'm gonna give him a boot. Boring. Just the all black thing, like
you probably can't see it, but the blazer is textured. It's like a brocade flower pattern, and but it's black on black texture. So you like probably can't see it.
For my little ass 12 Pro, like it's just giving like blah. Like there's nothing like maybe he's had like red shoes or something to make a pop. But
no, if he would have wore red shoes, I would have booted him. I would have booted him if he would have put on some different color shoes.
Just boring to me.
That's the best he's ever looked. I agree. I like Moneybag Yo. Up next, this is the lady from Wakanda Forever. I can't think of her name, but the way she's wearing this suit with the hoodie and it's formal and it's velvet, it's giving me life. I love it. This is a toot for me.
Definitely a toot for me. It's color. Like the black, like wears my eyes out. It's color. It's layered. I love the velvet. It's textured. It's giving me a toot.
It's giving me something. Her name is Dana.
Dana for giving us some eye candy with the
I love this. I love this outfit. You're giving me something on fashion. You're giving me fashion. You're not just putting on a dress. You're giving me fashion, and I love it. Yes, Tamiko, we love this. Up next is this Gabrielle Union. Ooh. I love the dress. I don't like the haircut. It's about 10 years old. I think that ages Gabrielle Union, but I love the dress. It's gorgeous. I'm still gonna give her a toot though.
Oh, she definitely gets a toot for me. Definitely. Fashion wise, Gabrielle can be a hit or miss, but when it comes to the face, that face card never declines.
It never declines. Yes.
A toot all the way for me. I love me some Gabrielle Union.
They booting her and the bob. I agree, Em. I don't like the bob at all.
I like the bob, but
I hate the bob. But everyone else giving her a toot. They love it. Yes, it's a gorgeous gowns. Gorgeous gown.
Face.
Up next is Tyga. He was at the party, and then that's Zoe Kravitz at the party. Tiger is somebody who I say just got on a black suit. He just there in his black suit. Zoe, I usually don't like the deep cut in the front, but I love it on her. So I'm gonna boot and toot.
I'm going to boot Tiger because again, all black is just boring to me. However, Zoe Kravitz, I'm not usually a fan of the cutouts, but the cutout on the bottom does give it a lot of dimension, and I absolutely love her haircut. So she's a toot for me, and Tigger is a boot. Tigger is boring.
I agree. I love the haircut too. She
Yeah.
has a face too that is amazing. Everyone is booting both. Okay. Two boots. Up next, I don't know this man's name, but I know he's from Abbott Elementary, and as a young boy, he played Everybody Hates Chris. I love that he gave color and dimension. I actually just hate the color of the jacket though, but I love the color of the blue underneath. So overall, you're getting a boot, but I'm happy you did something different. Anderson Park, I feel like I want to toot this because I would wear that. Like that's something I would put on, and I feel like that's his character. So I'm gonna toot him. So it's a boot and a toot.
You're gonna toot the one on the right with the shiny outfit?
No, I'm toot. Yes, yes, Anderson Pop.
Oh, okay, all right.
His name is Tyler. Thank you. I don't know people names. I'm sorry.
Old boy from Everybody.
Bye, Charles. See you later.
Old boy from Everybody Hates Chris. I agree with you. If he had only the jacket and another outfit, or only the outfit and another jacket, it would toot for
Yeah,
me.
they don't go together.
Go together. But I'm gonna give him a toot because he was rapping a couple of days ago and it was making panties wet across the nation. So I'm gonna give you a toot for that. But the outfit is a boot. The one over there is a boot for me. It's giving Rick James circa 1975. No, it's both.
I love it. It's
No,
the wig. Like if he would have wore it without the wig, you might have liked it more.
It's giving funkadelic, sir. Mm-mm.
I love it. Okay, next. Miguel looks sexy. Now, this somebody else. Y'all gonna read me because I don't know this lady's name, but I love. Oh, I love this dress. I love this black dress, and I love what Miguel looks rock and roll sexy. So these are two toots for me.
Miguel is a boot. The young lady is an
What?
absolute.
You don't like the rock and roll?
I'm not type person. And then black is boring to me. Like all black, I need a touch of gray. I need red, something to block up the monotony. However, this young lady here, the way the dress fits her, yes, honey, young lady gets a boot from me. She looks amazing. I don't know you, girl, but you look amazing.
We're booting both again.
Both.
Toot. Some people agree with you. Miguel is a boot. The lady is a toot.
Yeah, the lady. Oh, girl, your body's perfect.
I think we have 3 more left. This is the lady from Abbott, the principal from Abbott Elementary. I don't know her name either. I'm sorry. And this is Ari Lennox. And if I'm wrong, correct me in the chat. The lady from Abbott Elementary, I love her. She's hilarious. Marlo wore this dress already, and since I saw Marlo wear it better, I'm gonna boot it. Ari, it's a miss. It just looked like a bra and panties with chandelier stuff on top. So 2 boots for me.
Cheeks. This doesn't usually happen, but yes, it's 2 boots for me. The Abbott Elementary girl, like it's just her. The dress doesn't match her spicy personality on the show, so it does nothing for her body. The color is bland and boring. Ari, girl, it looks like she just threw her stylist just threw something on her. It's 2 boots.
I agree. And I agree. Somebody else said it. Like everyone is going to a different party.
Yeah, like ain't no damn theme. Ain't no damn theme.
The theme looked to be if you look at the party pictures, the theme looked to be rock and roll and like a black tie affair. So people were dressed up. Like the principal is definitely underdressed compared to everyone else. And Ari is just don't have on enough fabric.
Which is so crazy. If you watch Abbott Elementary, like she'd be killing it with the outfit. So yeah, that's neither here or there.
Up next, there was an award show that Angela Bassett and Viola Davis went to this past weekend. I hate to boot the two queens, but I just don't like those colors on Viola. It's a miss for me. That's a boot. And this dress doesn't flatter Angela's curves. It makes her look very straight up and down, and we know she has curves. So I'm booting both dresses.
I agree. Two boots. None of these dresses do anything for these women's skin tones or beautiful, badass bodies. It's two boots.
Yes. I think they just saw dresses they like and put them on and didn't
Yeah.
realize they weren't for them. So I think I have one more. I had a picture of Karuchi. Did I miss Karuchi? I guess I did, because you probably would have booted Karuchi because she was in another bodysuit, but it was a badass bodysuit. Monica, this is what Monica had on at the concert this past weekend, and I fucking love that coat and that jumpsuit. This is a toot, 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 toot. I love it, Monica.
Toot, toot. Beautiful. The skin tone brings out her buttery chocolate skin. It's a two for me. Monica Kelly gets it wrong. It's a two.
Yes, Monica looked good this past weekend, and she sang. Monica's voice still there, still amazing. But we went 20 minutes over. I know it is time to get into the Real Housewives of Potomac and But I'll be on Twitter Spaces tonight, you all, at 9:30 Central, 10:30 Eastern, to go off on Potomac. We heard that Peter is still being in women's business.
That ain't no damn Peter. You sure?
So we gonna have to check Peter again in our good old-fashioned Nene voices tonight. We're gonna have a good time on Twitter Spaces. Again, that's at 10:30. But again, I think for the next 2 weeks, Beans will be out of town with her family Thanksgiving and working the week after that. So I'm gonna try to find another co-host. If not, may have to be rescheduled, but I don't want to leave you all hanging for 2 weeks. So we will see, but I will keep you posted. But as usual, please support your girl. First, like this video. I just made 900 subscribers. So if
I love it.
Kiss my cheeks for this long, hit subscribe. I'm really pushing to get to 1,000 by the end of 2022. I hope to get there. I will crank out more content. We will have a good time over here trying to get to that 1,000. And please support my girl's website, blissfullySingleBeing.com. You have some new content up?
Drink recipes. I'm putting up my fall drink. Stop by if you want something that's rich for the winter and the fall. Stop by my website.
Yes, please support that as well. We appreciate your support over here. Thank you all so much for sticking with us for an extra 20 minutes. We try to keep it at an hour, but until next week, we'll see you later.
Bye, guys. Have a wonderful holiday.
Have a happy Thanksgiving. Bye.